This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses.
Okay, so I'm just going to start this video off with a disclaimer, which is that this is David Beebe's amplifier, and we think that there may be an issue with the clean channel on it. So in terms of evaluating clean tones, probably kind of disregard the clean tones that you're hearing in this video, because there seems to be a little bit of a low output from it relative to the drive channel. So what I'm finding is that I have to crank the clean master to really get it close to having the volume of the overdrive master up about halfway. So I don't know if that's the case for normal folks with this amplifier. I have heard in some context that they found that the channels on these amplifiers maybe drive too much, like the clean channels. So in terms of finding a really clean, I've watched some other videos. It seems that once you get this clean gain past sort of 33–50% of the way up, that it's not the most clean channel anymore, which is sort of anti what it was saying in a lot of the kind of gubbins that comes with the amplifier about, and you know, the marketing saying it's a kind of high headroom clean. I don't think it really is, but I think it should be louder than it is. So we're going to go with that. It also, I think the drive on it does, I think, compare very nicely with a lot of amplifiers on the market. These used to be quite cheap. They used to be around £750, I believe. Now they're not so cheap. I don't know if you've got any thoughts on the Victory stuff, but I think the drive in it, respectable. And the thing is, like, so some of the Marshalls that are coming out these days, the 20-watt things, even those you have to crank beyond belief to get anywhere near the levels of gain you can get out of this thing. So I think it's probably a more practical choice for players that are looking for kind of those higher gain Marshall-ish tones, right? This was initially created for Guthrie Govan, I think, and the idea was that this could be taken as hand luggage. It's actually heavier than it looks, so I think it's probably, yeah, definitely heavier than my Matchless Lightning clone from Rift, but yeah, I don't know, it does feel pretty dense on with the tones. Okay, I'm kind of genuinely excited by this. So we've all heard of Victory amplifiers. I think we've all seen the recent kind of stuff around who owns them, that sort of stuff. However, one of the things that I kept seeing in kind of videos around this amplifier, not videos around this, comments, there was a lot of people either defending, you know, people talking about whatever happened was right. Unbelievable. Beeps, what are you doing? I saw a fair amount of people like sort of saying that the amps themselves they weren't particularly fans of. I've never tried a Victory, and I thought, well, given that they're, you know, relevant at the moment, my good buddy David Beebe has had one of these for pretty much as long as they've been around, so he bought this one. This is the V30 with a channel 1, channel 2 foot switch. That's kind of one of the reasons that I thought this is interesting, like a handmade in the UK lunchbox type amp. The transformer in it big, that's kind of a good thing, I guess. And channel switching, there aren't too many choices around sort of a channel switching Marshall made in the UK as far as I'm aware. So let's hook it up and see what it's like. Cheers, David, for sending that over. Right, 8 ohms. We're going into a Matrix Neolite ported cabinet. I'm miking it up with an Aston Spirit microphone. Shared controls here. Is it the most inspiring clean ever? Possibly not. seems kind of quiet as well. I might come back to it, but I feel like that clean is not what this amp was made to do. Probably a bit more. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this overdrive. That's more like it. Right, okay. As we crank the overdrive, it's still staying together, so that's like overdrive halfway. Okay, let's that's not bad at all. I quite like that. I guess worth pointing out as well that we got quite a bit of like background noise there. Obviously we have got the gain cranked fairly high, but this is not really gig volume. Gain all the way, probably this is. So, very easy to dial in, I think, a whole range of overdriven tones. You probably notice that the sweep of those controls is pretty powerful. You don't have a presence control, but that treble is doing a lot of work. So great from that point of view. If we switch back, I think the cleans that for me is where it's at. That great sounding clean tones, but great sounding clean tones. That's not at all what I mean, is it? Great sounding drive tones, a really pretty versatile drive channel as well. Not as loud as I was expecting. I've certainly heard way louder amps in this type of format. I don't know, we've got 6L6s in here at the moment, it looks like. So yeah, I think a very respectable drive channel. I think if you're looking for a clean amp, hopefully I'm going to be able to show you one of the Victory options for that soon. I think the Duchess would be the choice for that. But in terms of if you were doing kind of a heavier gig, maybe the Countess could be the thing that worked for you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks, David Beebe, for sending this one over to check out. I think the drive channel sounds fantastic. More tweakable than I thought as well. You know, you think like a bass, middle and treble on a drive channel might not maybe get you very far, but in this context, actually, they do a lot. You know, you can really tame that high end if you want to with the treble control, and there's loads of sweep on them. So great. let me know your thoughts on that in the comments if you want. I'm going to record an intro with it now and see what we can do.